In my last video, I talked about how Poland used shock therapy to go from a poor communist country to a relatively rich capitalist country, but some people had contentions. But fortunately for me, a lot of these contentions were already answered in the book I was referencing, How Nations Escape Poverty. Some people said that the capitalist shock therapy made the rich richer and the poor poorer, but the data does not show that. If we compare the incomes of Poles in 1989 and 2016, we can indeed see that the incomes of the richest 10% of Poles increased by 135%. The average incomes grew by just 100%, and those of the poorest percent of the population by 40%. So this didn't just make the rich richer, it made the poor richer as well. Some people said capitalism made the Poles more miserable, but that's not true either. In 2015, 80% of Poles were satisfied with their lives, compared to 50% in 1992. They also live much longer lives today than they did back then. And of course, Poland is also a very pro-capitalist country. Data consistently shows this. This is a comparison of 33 countries and their attitudes towards economic freedom or capitalism, and Poland is at the top by far. Now, there were certainly problems that happened during shock therapy, but this is always to be expected, that some people are going to immediately lose out. It's much better to have a couple of years of shock therapy pain and go on to have decades of prosperity than to have decades of communist pain.